Guess we better save the world again. Or is it worlds this time?
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
You move with such stealth. You could be an excellent sparring partner. Currently, I'm more interested in fighting against our common enemies. When this battle is won, grant me the honor of best. I'll have to let Voltron stretch first, but then you're on.
Battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
Sorry, whose butt exactly are we kicking? Because I got this villain's trivia deck from Deadpool that I think could help. Help, friends! They look like they need a bit now.
Hurry up! For mutant time!
The mission area is yours.
We have done well. You are under my... Extra shielding? Yes, please.
Never miss!
I'm back.
The area is almost yours.
Hurry up! One step closer to saving the world.
Epic victory.
What's good, my dude? What is good? What is good? We're gonna get you up here. Let's see it. Let's see it. Let me hear it.
Alright, so you need to go to Zon or wherever you want to go, and you're looking for a 3.5 to USB-C or Lightning or whatever, or you have to get a USB-C to Lightning if you're using iPhone. I don't know if you're using iPhone with Lightning for it, but 3.5 to USB-C. That's what you want. That will, then you'll output from your headphone jack on your computer into your bottom of your phone, and that will send the audio from your computer to your phone. And then you can bypass the TikTok Studio if you want, just do it on your phone.
From the phone, do I plug into the interface or do I plug directly in?
So if you're wanting to use a DAW, this is the setup you would use. You would leave it set up the way it is, and you're just going to output your audio from your Mac to your phone with that 3.5 audio cable to USB-C, assuming that the Mac has a headphone jack on it. Hopefully they do. And
So it would go straight from the interface, like as if I had, instead of putting the headphones on, I would plug something right into the phone. Is that what you saw?
yeah, alright, so your instruments, the mic, go to your USB interface. Your USB interface goes to your computer, and then the cable I told you about, the 3.5 USB-C, that goes from your computer to your phone. And then you can monitor it wherever you want to monitor it in line at. You can throw your headphones in at the USB interface to monitor it there, or you can plug your headphones into your headphone jack on your phone and monitor it there, or Bluetooth, or earbud, however you choose to monitor it. There's multiple ways.
Can you me that information?
Yeah. And then I found a workaround for what I'm doing. I just found this workaround. So I've been, this might be trying to keep up, but so I've been outputting my audio from my laptop to my mixing board, so I can type in music and everybody can hear the game, and I can hear co-hosts and stuff on TikTok. I'm doing that with a 3.5 cable to my mixing board. Well, my mixing board, as you know, goes to my um, interface, and my interface goes to my computer. Well, that output from my 3.5 on my laptop to my mixing board was creating some sort of like grounding. It was just like the static buzz. Wasn't very loud, but it was noticeable. And I couldn't get rid of it. And I've been like racking my brain for days trying to figure out how I can do this because I need that audio to be high pitched because I can get the music the other way and I can get the game sound the other way, but I need to be able to hear the co-host, especially. So there's a main out on the back of my USB card, my interface. So I got two RCA cable, or I got RCA cable. The main out on the back of my interface is RCA. So I took out the 3.5 cable. I main outed on the back of my sound card to my mixing board now, and I sent my computer audio to my sound card. So, and it eliminated the buzz, and it's still a crazy setup because I got audio out going from my computer to my sound card. That audio out is going to my mixing board, and then coming back into my sound card and going back into my computer. Also, I can pipe in music and game audio and hear my co-host, but you have to, or else otherwise you would just have to play everything through speakers. Like you have to do it like that. It sounds crazy, but
Is this all plugged in from the, like, say, the interface or the mixer? Is it plugged into your phone?
no, I'm not. This is for my TikTok studio setup, but it works either way. I can unplug this from my laptop and plug it into my phone, and the same setup works. So, and
You say TikTok Studio, you're talking about that you're using on your computer. TikTok,
yeah, and that's how you stream on your computer, the TikTok Studio on there.
Yep. Because I was able to, so, I think I got it dialed in. People were like, because I was trying to talk to people really well, it's a lot of, echo, because I was using reverb.
Yeah.
And so, I didn't, like, sat there and, like, played my music, so I wouldn't.
Yeah, people complain about my reverb too sometimes. I got a button on my mixing board I can push to just turn off my effect, so I don't have to mess with my knob. So like sometimes in between songs, I'll just turn off the effect so they got my normal voice, and then they only hear the reverb while I'm singing. And that honestly, I think makes the music sound better too, because they're not like adjusted to that reverb when you start to sing. They just hear your normal voice, so then when you start to sing, you got that reverb on it. They're not adjusted to the reverb sound yet, so it sounds more angelic or whatever you want to say. Whatever the thing is, it just sounds like that. But that's just my theory.
So can I get so I can get like the Yamaha mixer board and I plug that into the interface.
Yeah, and instead of plugging your instruments and your microphone into your interface, you'll plug all that into your mixing board instead. And you'll have more options. You'll have a lot more knobs to play with, compression and gain and mid, high, lows. You can individualize your channel. Like I don't have reverb going through all my channels. I only got it set to where it's only going through one of my channels, so only my vocals are getting reverb put on it. So yeah.
No, I'm gonna do that. Man, if you send me the equipment that I need, man, I'll freaking snag it right now.
All right, I'll I got a lot of. I mean, you can do most of this build on the TikTok shop if you want to. I've already kind of put together a build for Anna's son because he was trying to get into this. So I do have this stuff in my showcase to do this build. I mean, really, you just need to mix them board. And I do have one in my showcase. It's a pretty nice mixing board. It's not a Yamaha, but it's like $100. But it has the built-in effects. It pretty much does everything my mixing board does.
My interface that has channel sliding you can plug in. We can plug in, so what I have is a 2-channel where I can plug in like a microphone and then an instrument.
And your
It's,
on your microphone channel, will it also accept a line in as well as a microphone? Was it a hybrid one where you can plug an input, like a 8-inch audio cable into it as well, or will it only accept the microphone?
so it's both.
Okay, that's what you want. That's awesome. So that's really all you need is the 2 channels, and the mixing board's going to give you more options, bro, because you'll be able to have your guitar. You can have a setup on a channel for each guitar. You know what I'm saying? Like you can already have your channel 2, the highs turned up and the lows turned down for your electric guitar, and on channel 3 have your mids and your lows turned up a little bit higher, maybe your high turned down a little bit to get like a bassier sound on your acoustic guitar. You know, to help replicate like that bass sound and make it sound more full. And like so, that's what I've done. I've preset some of my channels up for particular things. I had a channel set up for when I use my microphone with my guitar. I don't ever use it, but I have a channel set up, preset and everything. It gives you a lot more flexibility.
To get your gaming, so I know you're talking about gaming, because I want to link that gaming and I want to link up with Daze with you, DayZ, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
We can
that game.
we can play it. I mean, it's really easy to set up. You said you're waiting on your PlayStation to come in, right? Didn't you? Or can you play it now?
One day.
One day?
I
Yeah.
mean, I can play Daze right now, but I got my computer set up and my PlayStation the other.
Yeah. That's
I have the other two I have in the same room.
yeah, I would, because you're going to be playing on your PlayStation and watching whatever TV screen you're playing your PlayStation on, and then you're also going to be, you'll want to be able to monitor your live. So you'll want your computer there so you can interact with your guests and monitors if anything happens. So I would try and get it in the same room.
It's just a huge change.
Get you another monitor, get you like a gaming monitor, set it up on your, I'm not sure what your setup looks like, but put you a second monitor on your desk, a gaming monitor, and bring your PlayStation in there and have one monitor for your studio and your other monitor is your PlayStation, and that's what I would do. Or that's what I would aim to do if I could. I'm not sure what your space looks like, but
Basically, all I gotta do is just get another monitor.
yeah, and I'd get a good gaming monitor too. I mean, if you're getting a new PlayStation 5, get you a nice high quality monitor. I want to break the bank on it, but you can get you a decent gaming monitor. Spectrum, very good monitors.
There's a nurse at my hospital that she's like in her salon and shit. She's getting rid of his old stuff. And the old stuff is like fucking top notch anyways. And so she told me about that, so I'm probably gonna I'll probably see her tomorrow. And I do a bit like this year.
Yeah, dude, I'd love to hook up to play DayZ. Cause have you heard of the Running Man Z? The Running Mans? No. You haven't heard of him? DayZ. You haven't watched a lot of DayZ YouTube, have you?
I definitely watched a lot, like back in the day, like when I first started playing it.
Yeah, I saw like Frankie and I can't remember the other guy who used to run the. Yeah, there's a guy now. His name is he's probably the biggest AZ streamer right now. His name is the Running Man Z, kind of like the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, The Running Man. So it's the Running Man stuff, and he gets on at like 9 in the morning, and he's in England, so it's a little bit later in the day. But they'll stream all day. They'll stream like 6-hour DayZ streams, dude, and that's what he does every single day. And
I was running from a dude that was in England and Ireland, he was Irish, but he was in England, and his name is Cable Surf. Have you seen Cable Surf? He used to do he doesn't do it so much anymore, but he used to do some mad DayZ freaking make up fucking all day long, just DayZ. Just want to make money doing with your life, bro. That's all he was doing.
hardest thing about playing DayZ for me is I've already had a bad time. And that game is just serious freaking anxiety, bro. Like, I mean, you're just scared to death. There's been so many times I've seen a zombie and I froze. I'm just like, God, it's clear. Oh shit, it's just, like I've never been, and I played shooters my whole life. I'm not like, it's not that. I'm not afraid of PvP. It's just different in that game, bro.
It's different in that game. It's totally different. Dude, I love that game because I love to escape in that game. Like, I'll find, I'll go, in a war, and find, a house up there, just chilling. Dude, I'll go get out some firewood. The sun, the moon just came out, dude, I'll cut down some firewood, and I'll go into, a house, dude, I'll build a little fire, and I'll just sit there by that little fire, you know?
I'll do that too.
And then it's pouring rain outside, Chimara's fucking raining.
I know it's still raining, dude. The server I played on, the server owner had rain turned off, dude. So, my last experience of the game, and I played it for a few months like that, was with no, bro. That's just so much.
Because I would I'd make a garden. I'd set up a garden and stuff like that. I'd start growing some vegetables and stuff, and I'd be at the house, and I'd have the fire going, the fire from the pit, or at the fireplace. I'd have the fire going late at night, and the rain would be pouring down, and I'd have my garden going, and I would just sit and just fucking watch the rain. I just watch the rain come down and wait till my vegetables.
Yeah, I love doing shit like that. Go out fishing, just stock up on a huge pile of fish that you won't, because it's so easy to catch, and you won't even need all the fish you have. They'll just sit there all night, inside a house, raining outside. You got the ambience, the crackling of the fireplace, and the fish cooking on it. And you're nervous. You're always looking at the window, somebody watching through the window right now. Somebody bringing up a shot on my head while I'm sitting here cozied up in front of the fireplace.
Right now, and so the server that I'm in it's nice because you're kind of protected from certain areas and but where I am now, I can sit there and I'll be out working on my fucking base and shit. I'll be doing all sorts of stuff, whatever, building some walls and shit. And then all of a sudden you have a house of the wolves. The next thing you know, dude, I have to run and jump up on something, jump up on my car or something to try to get away from the wolves.
Yeah. I think we've all had those encounters, dude, because I instantly flash back to multiple encounters with wolves, and it always starts with that But there's the, so you're like, oh shit. Like I've been on top of like radio towers and shit, shooting them down on top of sheds, on top of cars, through windows of houses. And I was there at church and I can't remember the name of the town. It's been a few months since I played it, so I'll have to look at my refresh my memory. But fighting them off inside of the church and my first time I got my wolf hat, you know, and like how cool that was.
Oh man, that game is, it's fucking everything, dude. It's really like the best game. When the leg gets sick or whatever, you gotta go like find,
Yeah.
you gotta go and find medicine. You gotta like, you know, if you let out too much, this is what I do, right? Before I even start the game, like when I start the game, I go and I search out a medical facility.
Yeah.
I go and I try to find the antibiotics, and I try to find a blood, what is it?
Blood collection to it.
Blood collection. And like draw blood for myself, so in case I get like completely attacked, since I get completely attacked, like losing blood, I can give myself a blood transfusion.
Yeah, I've definitely learned that that's your worst enemy in the game is the health stuff. And, that's pretty much that's the first thing I like to do. I like blood aside from getting stabilized with some food and water, bandages and the anti the disinfectant, bandages and disinfectant or whatever, you know, whatever I can get, either one works. Bandages already disinfected usually. Yeah, that's like the biggest thing. Man, one stuff on the zombie and everything, bro. You put on a dirty bandage and you think you're good, but oh no, now you got an infection and now you gotta go from the infection. You got about 30 minutes. It kills you.
The whole entire time, oh man, I can't stand that sound, like when you're like running through the game.
Yeah, I hate it. But then you get sick while you're infected, so you go.
Dude, that game, I had a buddy that I introduced to that game. I was like, this is the fucking best game ever. And so he started playing it, dude. And the dude was like, he just was pissed off. Nothing but pissed off. Like, hated the game, cursed the game. He was like, you can't even make a fucking like this. You know? And it was like, well, that's true. You know?
My brother hated it. He absolutely hated it. He plays shooters too. Shit, one of his biggest things he hated about it was trying to work the inventory and everything on the controller. So he did not like that.
It's a pretty game, man. It's a game for people that I think it's a very introverted game, like people who are very introverted. That because like I said, one of the things that I love to do is like just get a fire going in the stove.
Yeah.
And it's like late at night, listen to the moon's out, read, and just stay down by the door. You know, because you don't know whether or not there's any infected anywhere, so you just hang out by the door. You just watch the rain, listen to the rain, dude. I love it.
Well, I'm definitely looking forward to hooking up with you, dude. I don't mind the one bit playing on the DVD server. That was the last server I played on DVD. You know, I really enjoyed it.
One of the best things that is, you know, works for me, like one of the things that obviously is like I speak Russian, you know, I can read Russian and everything.
Right.
So everything is Russian. And So I'm like, oh, let's go to Chinaris. Let's go to freaking Electro. Let's go to freaking
Sorry, man. Sorry, Nova. Yeah. All of you.
like, and I know exactly, like, when I come to a sign, I'm like, oh, I gotta go this way. Oh, I gotta go that way. You know, and I'm exactly where I am.
I had to memorize the names of all the towns, but I got kind of good. I could read some of the characters. Well, I have to get back into it. It's been a few months since I played, so I'm rusty. I can't remember the names of all the towns right now. But that's when the characters, you know, you start to recognize them, and you can, like, Nova, you know, and there's no other towns with Nova in the name, and you can mix it.
Well, one of my favorite little towns to go to is Soul HD.
Yes, yeah, okay. I know what you're talking about.
Soul HD, where it has that little tiny little military compound, has a little military, barracks.
Yeah.
Has military barracks where you can go in, and like it usually has like some good stuff, and it's on the coast. And that's like, if you can go into those small coast, and you can get to Soul HD to get to that barracks, like you can get some, you can at least get like some good firearms.
Yeah, there's a lot of good places on like those. And the Balata airfield is right there as well. There's a lot of military near there, and the prison island. That's a great place to go out to, and you can pick up little mini AKs out there and stuff. If you're lucky, that's all.
That Balota Air Base,
Yeah. It's risky, it's risky, man, because it's so open. You gotta like run around the edges of it. On the PvE server, it's not a big deal, but there's still a lot of zombies for it.
Well, no, so the PvE that I play, because it's PvE, they amp up zombies. They amp up the amount of zombies that you have. They amp up like the damage you can do.
That's good, because our server didn't do that. And they turned off the rain, too. And I'm like, why are you doing this? Is already a PvE. This is player versus environment. Like, why are you turning off an environmental effect that makes it harder to survive? Because, you know, now you're getting cold and catching colds, and, you know, and that clothes are getting wet, ruining faster, your shoes are ruining faster. Oh, now your shoes are ruined and you're barefoot out in the middle of nowhere and you're getting cuts on your feet and you ain't got cloth to make bandages, so you gotta take your shirt off to make a bandage so you can wrap your feet and get a few more miles out of them. And yeah, I love it. I don't know how many times I've had to cut off my own clothes to make a bandage for myself and risk infection, and probably got infection multiple times. But that's what's cool about it, you know, like, that's what makes the game cool. There's not very many games you can catch a bleeding effect and you take off your clothes and make bandages.
What's cool about the server that I'm in, so they make it easy to build a base. And so you can build a base, load it up with everything, and then you can go out and die. You can go out and fucking like, you know, fucking elements and everything like that, and then die. If you die, you just go up to your base and get all your gear back.
Yeah, do they have a Discord?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
That's the Discord's amazing, and it's a community.
That's the one I was in. Our guy, the owner, was kind of an asshole. But it was the best PvE server that I have found so far, and they kept up really good with the player killers. But I'm looking forward to Pop Ginger, right?
Yeah, Pop Ginger.
Yeah.
And I'm good friends with the admins of the server, so I'll get you right up to my base, I'll load you right out, I'll give you everything that you need, and then we'll go ahead and hit the trader. They have a trader post that's open, so they're like, hey, on the Discord, they're like, yo, the trader's open, so you can head to the trader, and everybody's there, hanging out, trying to freaking get stuff from the trader.
That's cool. Wait, like, our trader wasn't like that. Like, he pretty much you would pay him a real world currency through PayPal, and you could pretty much go to their shop, and they had like everything in the game in there. You know, multiple vehicles, every weapon, everything. That was kind of how that worked. But
No, they only have certain things that they give you at this trader. And you can go around and like scavenge stuff and go and get a bunch of stuff. If you don't have the money or anything like that, you can just go get a whole bunch of stuff because they actually give you money in this. You can always get your daily. You always go to the Discord and get your daily. Like right now, if I'm not talking to you, I can go to my Discord and go and claim my daily 5,000. So I'll get $5,000 in my bank, and then whenever I go to the trader, I can get a whole bunch of stuff. I can be like, hey, do you have this? Do you have that? And they'll be like, yep. I'll give it to you. And then you have to exchange the money on the Discord.
that's
You know? And a matter of fact, like, just the other day, I had one of my vehicles, and I was just like, I drove all around Charts. I drove all around till my vehicle was like dead. And freaking, I ended up, dude, it was like, I was like, shit, my vehicle just died, now I'm on foot, and I gotta like, and I'm like, all the way, like, I'm like here on the map, like, this is where I live. You know, this is where my kids is. And this is where I, like, ended up. With my car dead. And I was expecting to drive, like, all the way around. I was like, oh, let's just go drive around Charts.
it don't ever work out like that. Especially with the desync too. There's so much that's not in your control. I remember the first time I got a car, bro. I found two of the same car. So I took all the parts off one of the car and put it on the other car. And I got my everything I had ready to get it to go. And, why? I'm gonna ask. I gave that car hell, bro. It wasn't like an hour later. Everything was red. Nothing was working. I mean, I was running over piles of zombies, just hitting trees and driving off road, just going nuts with it. And I wasn't trying to ruin the car, and I was trying to have fun. And I was like, well, it's like, fuck, I ruined this car. I completely ruined it. And I was like, oh, there's still some good salvageable parts left on. I'm gonna take the tires off of it. And I'm gonna put everything on that other piece of shit car, and I'll just finish building that other one. So luckily, I had that other one.
But that's like miles away.
Yeah, I had to carry all that shit. Yeah,
No.
I think I had to carry a couple tires, bro. I've carried barrels in tanks for literal miles. I've literally walked from the east coast to the entire west side of the map where my base was because I found like a tank, and I would rubber band my analog down and just point in the direction I needed to go and just walk, bro. And I mean, it literally took me like 3 hours, I think, one time to walk that tank.
You dropped that tent to fucking save yourself.
I was mostly in the wilderness. It was a PvE server, so I would have to drop my tent to check. And on our server, if you pulled out a map, it would show you where you were all the time. So I would drop the tent, pull up my map, realign myself. But I got lucky. I never really got attacked by any, and I've done it with tents, and I've done it multiple times. I've had to rubber band my analog down quite a few times for barrels, tents, and all kinds of shit. But I've always been lucky. I haven't really got attacked by a bear or anything.
Matter of fact, actually, one of the admins I was just at the trader meet like last week, and I was like, you know, because everybody's always on that Discord, everybody's always talking about bears. I was like, man, everybody's always talking about bears and shit. I was like, I haven't seen a bear yet. And one of the admins like, oh, you've never seen a bear yet? And I have yet.
Spot
And
on,
he's
okay.
freaking, this freaking egg, dude, the longest, like, gigantic dude, like, chased me up onto my fucking car. I'm like, holy shit. I wasn't even expecting it, dude. I didn't know he was gonna do that. He's just like, well, here you go. Like, all of a sudden, this bear's like, oh. And I'm like, holy shit. And fucking, like, run up onto the top of my car and just like,
shit, man. I don't think I've ever seen. I got 400 hours. I don't think I've ever seen everything else, but
I'm so fucking excited that you're fucking a Days here because that's why, dude. I'm fucking dragging you into Days. I'm dragging you into my Days.
God, I've been wanting to play it, man. I've always told myself if I ever started streaming, I'd start playing DayZ more because I feel like streaming it, I would have less anxiety because you're kind of, you're not as immersed. So I was thinking about the other night. I might stream it tonight. I might hop on tonight and stream it. Maybe on that server and just run around.
I have a series that I do on the Purple Lab. That's called The Last Man Alive, or The Last Man on Earth.
Oh, really?
And I do like Last Man on Earth. It's series 1, series 2, series 2, or season, series or season, season 1, season 2, season 3. And it's like every time I like go on, like, so I'll do like season 1, Last Man on Earth, or whatever, and then I'll do series 1, and then I'll do like a bunch of series underneath that, like, and I'll go through like finding a hospital, or finding a bomb, finding this, or trying to survive that, you know, and then I'll do season 2, so, I won't be doing that.
Oh, that's cool, man. Yeah.
You should do that. So if you go on live with DayZ, you should be like, something like that. Last Man on Earth, season 1, series, blah blah blah, and then like, everything that you do in the series, like I'll do like because there's nobody around. And I'll be like, Last Man on Earth, I'm alone. And then fucking like go whatever until I meet up with somebody. And then season 2 will be like linked up with another person. Found somebody.
Right.
Found somebody something, And so like I build like a series on that. That's on the Purple Lab.
Yeah, I'll check it out.
I'm waiting excited, so one day I'll get a PS5. You gotta help me look it up so we can stream together.
Oh, yeah, just probably. I hope it. Yeah, we're gonna turn up. I'm looking forward to it.
So we can stream together and then we'll figure out something where we can play solution.
That was going to be the trickier one, but we'll get that figured out too.
Whatever it takes, we'll fucking make it up.
But yeah, I'm probably going to stream some DayZ tonight. I'm doing shoppable here and we get off for like 2 or 3 hours, and then I'm going to just do a regular stream for pretty much all night. And
send me the link that you send me the server link that you use, and I'll like tell you who to go on to community base, and send me the link and everything like that, or the server, and I'll jump on with you.
I'll probably I'm gonna find if the server's not whitelisted, I'm gonna find Pop Nectar and probably hop on there.
Yeah, it's not. No, Mom Ginger is not whitelisted.
Okay.
Jump on fucking Mom Ginger because I will bring it right into my base and I'll give you everything that you need.
I'll probably half the fun for me is going out and finding shit. I'm a loot goblin, so I'll probably take a couple of guns or something to get me started to have something to defend myself. And a couple knives. I love knives. Knives are the best thing to do. I probably shouldn't say that word.
But if you jump on Pop Ginger, man.
If I didn't look, I would already be looking, but I already got my console streaming. It'll let my stream, but it can be a pain in the ass to get it going sometimes. So,
Pop Ginger's like maybe the third in the custom and stuff for the community. It should be like third agent, third or fourth agent. You'll be able to see it. Pop Ginger.
oh, you know what? I don't have PS Plus right now. I don't know if we could play it without PS Plus. I can't remember.
Oh, it's not a PS Plus.
Code to it.
But if you do that.